It adds to my immersion.
Yeah, it's clearly a theme going. You know, if this is TFT, there'd be synergies.
Yeah, we need a Viego ban here to really stick with the Shadow Isles vibe.
At applying pressure with that Lucian army and the Orianna coming out for Faker.
Oh god.
The Azir. Well, you know what? Can Azir's win rate really get any worse at this point?
Well, I mean, that would be a gauntlet.
This feels like you could just go Cassante, but I feel like he's opting into the duel to the death.
Yeah, he saw that 10 solo kills, and he's like,
oh. No.
Oh, yes. Yeah, sort of.
Jax is okay. The middle ground.
Yeah.
Pull out the middle ground. You know, if Yoni's on one side, Cassante's on the other, Jax is somewhere in between.
Yep. Does like to do fighting, even though he doesn't have a real weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're only 3 minutes in, but this is a good start for DRX.
Yeah, I would say so. And we're going to stay positive as... Oh, that was... Okay, cut the video. As we can see, low health bars everywhere. SeTab almost just solo killed here by Faker, who needs 9 kills for 3,000. There is a Shattering Strike. Crash down goes on. Zeus finds an Infernal Chain. Cut the video. And Gumayusi taking a bit of damage here. Good fire kick. And actually, Teddy going forward. A couple more autos and he's dead. And that's first blood for the bottom lane of DRX.
You're kind of just auto-attacking his illusion, which never feels that good. So Teddy and Pleta managed to just match up with them.
Pleta going to get bubbled, and
no way he dies. There's no... I'm just going to keep saying it.
Carrier does have flash, but it's top side.
Oh, no.
And Owner is back again. That is going to be a secure. Very nicely done there by Sponge. Collects to it. Oh, SeTab is... That's not the lane. That's the river. Faker is going to get shuffled, actually. Delivered to Sponge. Flash Ash to come through, but Sponge is immediately flashing after him. Faker could die as well. It's a decent shockwave, but it ain't going to save him. And SeTab moves DRX to 2-0 to this composition. And if T1 don't start that snowball rolling, things could become difficult. Rascal coming forward as Sponge is here again. Remember, no flash on Zeus. No Umbral Dash either, as there is the Magnet Storm. They didn't even want to invest it, as Leap Strike comes in and the flash has to be used, but Rascal is able to lock down the kill.
Follow up here. Oh.
Yep, Owner is going to go a bit aggressive onto Pleta, but Teddy might have been his target. Now Carrier is going to come on over. Teddy is in so much trouble. There he goes. Faker moving in as well. Flash out from Pleta.
Kind of Faker move, jockeying for position over the river, trying to get control. Oh no, SeTab.
Yeah, that's a shockwave, and that is an immediate cease and desist. SeTab able to get out of there though. Doesn't have teleport, and now doesn't have flash. It's T1, it's often clouds. They do have my back there. And Faker is on defense. That's a flash Magnet Storm. Teddy gonna flash out of the way of the Tidal Wave. Faker should go down. They do secure the Dragon. Could be dangerous here for T1, and they know that. Looking for Pleta as Ardent Blaze is going to fly out of the brush. And now Moonlight Vigil comes in. Gumayusi could be punished yet again.
Gotta be really careful about that. TP actually coming in here from Zeus, going for the bot lane play.
They really don't want Teddy to do any... Wow, that's a jump scare if ever I've seen one. But Teddy, not going to be too frightened, just able to walk his way out. That's a flash Infernal Chain. Not sure about
the Dragon stacking.
And Sponge is looking to put a stop to Zeus here, who doesn't have flash. Remember, Magnet Storm comes down, Emperor's Divide, and he's just going to be swept under the rug. Sponge will take a few too many turret shots, but he isn't going to die for it. Now Rascal is chasing after Faker. Shockwave comes in, but doesn't exactly do what he wants. Still slowed down by the dissonance. Rascal will be deterred as Faker gets into that pixel brush. And now, oh, Moonlight Vigil avoided. That was really cute. Pleta still diving in, and that is not really the direction he wants to go. SeTab wanting to get over. Isn't going to be able to. Good dive here by T1, keeping up that aggression as much as possible. But Rascal's coming in. This is fight after fight after fight here in this mid-game. Rascal not quite finding it. Sponge a little bit late to the party. He's down on farm. Still probably pretty happy about how the situation is going. His owner is spotted on vision. DRX immediately back away towards him. Yeah, Rascal is actually going to... Ooh, like ships in the night. They do go past each other, but there is a flash Counter-Strike, and Owner He's gone the wrong direction. Gravitum is going to be picked up by Teddy, and that means that there is no way out. Somehow, without Smite, they do have Teleport, and T1 is still wanting to fight for this one. That's a flash over the tidal wave. Shockwave comes through, though, and that's a great double bubble. Zeus able to take down SeTab here as the Dragon is still amongst it. It's a double kill for Zeus, who is just a wrecking ball. And they were a man down, but T1 is still making it work. Make that a triple. Not quite aware of what's going on here. Will be able to put the ball in if he wants to, but gets the bad news. The Baron is going to be going down. Has to use his flash to avoid that Emperor's Divide. The Sand Soldier starting to get aggressive. There is still a turret here, and Faker has dissonance, so he should be...
As much as T1 have gotten like a 4,000 gold lead here, which obviously isn't great, they haven't taken any tier 2 structures yet. They didn't get that third dragon, so DRX hold on okay.
But... Tidal Wave coming in here as Sponge does get knocked up. Great shockwave onto SeTab, who's trying to get himself out of there. Ona also using the ult relatively defensively. They take down the turret, but they're unable to kill any of the members of T1. Oh man, Rascal in the mid lane should be able to get something back here as he secures a turret of his own. And now immediately teleports in to try and lock down this bottom lane. They get vision of Gumayusi Carrier trying to run away, and Teddy is looking to try and catch up. But Rascal now finds himself singled out. He has the Counter-Strike running, but now Owner is going to turn up. These Hex Gates really working out here as they change position kind of comedically. Have a look at the Shuriman times.
I think part of the problem is that they're structuring these buildings on sand, you know?
Yeah, I've heard of that issue before. Is okay, cease and desist onto Teddy into that back lane. He flashes, he does manage to get the ult, but the shockwave is too strong as Faker 8 kills to go now. Might also be able to focus on some of these extra turrets to really start putting the nails in. Rascal also just going to get pulled back by those infernal chains, avoids the bubble.
The initially thing.
Oh, the teleport from Faker as well for the shockwave position as Carrier has to flash. Oh, bubble avoided there by Sponge, but now he's in trouble, taking a lot of damage from Gumayusi. That is a second one here for Faker. As Rascal, I don't know what they're going to be able to do to try and contest this. Still wanting to, by the looks of things, is Teddy, red, white guns, ready to fight. But, oh, dearie me, he is just going to die. Exhaust was able to be pressed onto Gumayusi there, but he's still able to kill Teddy. So without jungler or AD carry.
Rascal?
Rascal going for it. Gumayusi is somewhat low. The Baron is also somewhat low.
I feel like Rascal is kind of just doing his own thing this entire game.
He's out of there, though. Look at him. He's buying time. Teleporting. Bubble, dead. It was a cute play, it was a cute plan. Gumayusi able to dash himself out of the way. Good shockwave here from Faker as Sponge crashes down on top of him, but Faker's got the arm guard and he'll keep himself alive. The fire kick, not really something you're too scared about. And now Zeus is underneath turrets, not too worried about much at all. Wants to find a third Q, there it is. And Pletter is just wondering where the heck damage is. He wants to go back to being an AD carry, I think, but Umbral dash over the base gate. And Zeus is out of there. And now T1 are just going to rain hell down on the rest of DRX. Pletter is...
Leave him alone!
Oh, it's so cruel, isn't it? That's another kill. There's the ace, and T1 will now just destroy these Nexus turrets and take us to a game number 2. But one thing I do want to take away from this is the fact that DRX looked relatively competitive in the early stages until they absolutely didn't.
나 조져 있어. 앞에 그거 하라고. 앞에 노플이라서 강 나오면 바로 받을 듯. 밀려 없다. 저기 별로 왔다.
밀려 탈진도 없다.
야, 미드로 붙을게.
나 집회 되고.
이거 끝나. 미드미면 끝나.
나 큐플 하면 돼. 앞에 노스펠리언.
잡아.
잡다.
제제요.